All right, great. I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Public Safety Committee meeting for the City of Charleston for August 19th, 2024. It is just after 2:00 p.m. If you would, please take a moment of silence. Amen. Thank you. First on our agenda here is our minutes from July 15th, 2024.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion to approve and a second. Any discussions, additions, deletions? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The minutes have been passed. So let's see, Police Department, item number 3, Police Department approval to accept an award for the SCDPS 2024-25 SRO grant program in the amount of $406,756. This grant will provide continuation funding for 3 SROs at Charleston County School District schools. There is no match required for this grant. I have a motion to approve and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. All right, next up, Police Department approval to accept an award for the SCDPS 2024 Paul Coverdell Forensic Science Grant in the amount of $31,544. This grant will fund comparative software to help identify latent fingerprints. There is no match required for this grant.
Second.
Okay, we have a move for approval, a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 5, an ordinance to amend the code of the City of Charleston, South Carolina to add a new section 19-183, operation on flooded or closed streets, roads, highways, bridges, or alleys. Someone wanting to take this?
Can we make it retroactive 2 weeks?
Mr. Rumlin, do you want to speak on this?
Sure. So based on your all comments at the last public safety meeting, we did some amendments to the ordinance. We tried to make it a little simpler. We had originally 3 different sections. We've narrowed that down to 2. Where basically if you travel over 5 miles an hour down a flooded street or travel in such manner as you cause the water to go over the edge of the street, that's a violation of that ordinance. We also added in references to the state ordinances. One is obedience to traffic control devices. A barricade is a traffic control device, and South Carolina law provides that failure to obey a traffic control device is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 30 days and or a fine of $100. We also made reference to the interference with the traffic control device. That's actually a felony under state law. If you remove a barricade or a stop sign or something, it's a felony, and it actually goes up if it results in an injury, or if it results in a death, it becomes a more serious offense. So we added reference into that. And then in the last paragraph, E, it says a violation of A or B. It should be A, or A and B. It should be A or B. So you can be charged with either one of those.
Any questions? Councilmember Seekey?
I just want to thank Steve and staff, all our legal team, everybody. This is something I think in conjunction with the many other adjustments we've made in preparation for and in managing stormwater all over the city, but in particular on the peninsula, is just another tool in our arsenal that really will make the quality of life for those who live here better, and give fair warning to those who are coming while we're having a storm event or just after a storm event. You know, please don't go around barriers. Don't create new storm events for people who live on streets that flood. Even now the sun is out, the storm is gone, the water's there. I think Chief Walker agrees that this is something that will help him in the tools that he's got for enforcement. I know there was some enforcement, so thank you everybody for doing this. I think this is much needed. And I will just say this, I mean, I've now been sitting here in this seat, this very seat, for 15 years. And on this ordinance, there's always some comment from the general public, and there was on this too, but it was all in favor and positive. And particularly in light and in the wake, pun intended, of the last 2 weeks, I think more so than ever, this is something that I would hope that this committee would pass on to TNT, will then pass on to City Council and pass it and get it on the books. So thank you.
One comment.
Mayor Cogswell.
I would just echo those points that Councilmember Seekings has made. Again, hats off and kudos to staff, police department, for putting this together. I think it is long overdue. I do just want to go on record, though, as saying that this is not meant to be an overly punitive ordinance that is punishing those people that may make a mistake. But literally, we have countless examples. I sat there in the MEAC and watched it, people just going around these barricades, putting their lives in danger and putting our first responders' lives in danger, and obviously with their wake, causing property damage. So I think this is long overdue. To me, it's a very common sense measure. So I appreciate everybody's support.
All right, we've got a motion to approve. Is there a second? Second. All right, we got a second. Councilman Tinkler.
Well, I guess I also want to thank everybody for putting this together. I actually got phone calls in West Ashley complaining about wake. So I appreciate all the work on it. But I guess relating to subsection C and the felony aspect of it, is there any merit to considering making that something we could also prosecute in the municipal court?
We actually can't do that
Okay.
because state law requires that we be consistent, and we can't make something less punitive than it already is under state law or more punitive than it already is under state law. That's one of the reasons why we only have $100 fine, even though our jurisdiction is up to 500. The state law only imposes the $100 fine, so.
Any further questions, comments? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. All right, if there's nothing else to come before this committee, Councilmember Seekey.
Just very quickly, just in following up on the last 2 weeks ago, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, whenever it was, I see that our public safety team is all here. They did an incredible job. I mean, it was really something to behold, to see us get out ahead of what was coming, be prepared for it, be thoughtful about it, be calculating about it, and be informative about it. That was really, I thought, the most effective part of it. People knew what was going on around them before it came. They knew what was expected of them before it happened. And by and large, people complied. And I will tell you, I think we all around this table can attest to the fact that the feedback was very positive. Not uniformly positive, but it was positive. So thank you all for your hard work. It paid off. Excuse me.
Agreed.
Any other questions, comments? Nothing else to come before this committee? We stand adjourned.
Oh, yeah.